hello. Normally I stay on opening scroll for a little longer and wait for a song to finish, but I read the message in chat and I want to respond to it. Howdy, Thorn. You got some interesting stuff going on, it seems. So far, not much. Making a language. Language is called Lisi na Kalir. I don't know how to pronounce that. Like, Kalir sounds like the R should be rolled. Rather than it being like Kalir. I can't tell if the name of the Elder God is Thkil or Tekil. I imagine Tekil makes more sense, or just Keel with the TH being silent. Chil. Oh, okay. So it's chill. Well, I mean, your options were either like skill, like skill, or to kill, like to kill, or chill, which, you know, is chill. So they all sound like real words. I like chill though. And it's not quite chill, it's like chill. It's higher in the mouth, the tongue hits the roof. All of those are wrong. Okay. Enlighten me. That wasn't, like, intentional that I just loaded the Zen level, but... Is it sh? No. Like, I have German ancestry, but, I don't know any German as they were German Jews. So I know more Yiddish than I do German. Real? How a Russian would pronounce huh. Oh god. What? I have even less experience with that. Steph's gonna get pissed at me because I should know this. I'm gonna see the guy tomorrow. Not that he necessarily knows Russian, but his parents are Yugoslavian. So he knows Macedonian, which is a what's the word? Balkan language or whatever the fuck they're called. I feel so insane, just like completely out of the loop, horribly insensitive. I'm usually better than this, but I'm on the spot, and I'm more familiar with other types of languages. How do, like... Is it a sound that the English mouth would make? The IPA for that word is... God, if only I knew what that symbol meant in IPA. Thing is, I studied psycholinguistics. I should know this. It's been a while, though. Honestly, once I start working on word like more, I'm probably gonna need to know all this shit for the sake of the work that I'm doing. Shit, look. Oh, so it's k. It's like k. Look. K. Look, I can keep getting it wrong, and that's infinite content. Okay, so it's k. Loch. Well, because it's not Loch Ness, it's Loch Ness. Right? I'm not imagining that. I'm playing like shit because this level is hard. RNG will be in my favor. Okay. Heal. Wait. Is the TH normal? Heal makes sense as to how the end would be, or heal. Okay, so it's heal. Those like parts of the mouth aren't lining up for me for some reason. Heal. Like the TH is at the front and the CH is at the top. I know some like mouths, like depending on the languages you speak, like your dexterity develops a different way, so maybe it's just a type of sound I'm not used to making. Yep, Super Guide, absolutely worth it. I love Super Guide when the shit just moves anyways, so it's just not, it just doesn't do anything. You know, I regret to say this, but I have been slowly diving through Homestuck lore recently. I've come to appreciate, with a new authenticity, vast world building. And there's something so endearing about the mythos of Homestuck and how much they did with it over time. And I mean, a lot of it was retroactive, right? Not even talking about the in-canon retcon shit, but like, there's no fucking way that Hussey had figured out everything there was to even remotely cover with, like, the horror terrors and grimdark and god tiers and shit. Like, there's no way. He was like, alright, I'm starting Act 1, this guy's gonna squawk like an imbecile and shit on his desk, and now here's 12 trolls, here's a bunch of other kids, here's this villain that's made up of 4 other characters, here's some non-linear time shit. Like, I'm sure there were some vague ideas, but the true mastery of Homestuck lore is that they just make everything fit retroactively. And you don't, like, have to question it that hard. It's not even like they did too much. It's like they wrote what the most interesting explanation for the bullshit they'd already made up was. And it just worked. I mean, I know it was like a team of writers, like it wasn't just Hussey, and he bounced off of a lot of people, and so there was a ton of checking. But like, you know what I mean, right? And I've taken that kind of bottoms-up approach to writing, where I'm not too concerned with anything about the overarching world lore in comparison to the premise, right? Like, I would rather start with the most interesting premise and then bullshit my way into an explanation before I release it, obviously. Like, you don't want to be doing what Kingdom Hearts does and just rewrite the fucking lore every single time you release a game. But yeah, I'm interested to know what you mean by that. Because, like, it makes sense, but there's so many ways to talk about what we're talking about here. Let's go. Yeah, like, what's the premise of your world? Because, like, I've built a ton of worlds over, you know, the years I've been writing stories, because I've literally been writing them since I could pick up a pen. And there's always something different and unique and fun about those worlds, to me. Language is going to be Khalir, God, that was terrible. Khalir, Lear, what am I doing? I can't fucking pronounce anything. Khalir, Khalir. Lisi na Khalil. Lil. I keep saying L. It's because my tongue isn't doing it. It's like I know how to pronounce it, I'm just not doing it. Yeah, see, I like that. I like that way of doing it. And if I'm being honest, like, knowing what I know about language studies and about, like, how language probably originated, that is probably how they did it. Because think about it, right? You're making a new language, right? And you have, you know, because of something that you all agree on, you know, like the word dog, or the word god, or the word cod, or the word bog, or something. I'm just fucking around. But, you know what I mean, right? You all agree on one specific word, and you're like, I like this, and we can agree on this, so let's build all this shit off of the shit we already agree on. So it makes sense. This level sucks my ass 9,000. SOV word order with cases marked with post positions. So did you start with the language and now you're building a world off of the language and the necessity for it that would arise? I mean, that's probably overthinking it, but you know what I mean. Or did you start with a world and then said, I want a language, and then I can write the world around the language? Like, which came first, you know, the chicken or the egg? Oh, this is gonna be big. Starting with the language, told your JF about it. She's kind of making some shit in Stellaris. Stellaris, really? Big lore master. So I take it it's like a sci-fi kind of thing. My big gripe with sci-fi is that the planets always get reduced to one biome. It's like Earth is so amazing and diverse, and I understand that in an intergalactic setting you'd probably reduce a planet to its most important parts due to how easy it would be to develop, you know, global aristocracies, but I feel like it's a missed opportunity, right? Like, even looking at something like Borderlands and Pandora and how much brown and gray and green is in the first one, and then how amazing and lush the environment is in the second one, and how those are different but interconnected parts of the same world. And then you get Borderlands 3, and every planet other than Pandora that they go to is just a homogeneous garbage zone. And, like, I just don't like that trope. It feels lazy. And it works for something like Star Wars, which is literally, like, Pulp Fiction. God damn, I have never seen the Zen eyes on the rabbit. That looks wild. Yeah, it's like... Star Wars is a space soap opera. It was never meant to be something fancy, and so that's fine. It didn't start as that in your head, you can't think of shit. I mean, that's fine. Some people are more concerned with the technical aspects. Not everyone needs to be, you know, obsessing over an enormous fucking world. And, like, it'll come to you if it's something that's truly worth talking about. Like, if you just say, I'm compelled to create a world, and you have no ideas of how to do that, you've got to think about what compels you. And if you're not that compelled and you just like the little details of it, then that's fine too. Like I've always said, a medium is best. when it makes the best use of all of its unique parts. And one of those parts is the author. So if the author's not totally in it, then it won't be as cohesive, so to speak. BRB, talk soon. Damn it. Damn it all. Really, good Zen shot, you fucking moron. What did you think that was going to accomplish? Zen is so shit because it just literally makes it impossible to succeed sometimes. It's like, oh, well, your best is now going to be slightly not good enough. I have absolutely no idea how to do this stage. None. Alright, we're going back to this guy, I think. I fucked them both up. Real. mine faithful viewer. Starting building blocks and how their culture might look. That's a neat idea, actually. Like, in what world am I ever going to get everything I need from this shit? I just don't see it happening. Oh my god, fuck off. Yeah. Well, that sucked. Says she had some ideas for the map. Ooh. There's no restart button. I hate it. And I'm not gonna be a weenie and go back to the menu. God, when I was, I think I must have been 11 or 12, I had this world I was working on. It was this big fucking island. And it was this RP game that all my buddies at school and I played together. And I drew the map by hand as they were sort of charting out this unexplored island. And it ended up being like printer paper, like 5x5 sheets, like 25 that you would like unfold. It was fucking crazy cool. I took that map with me everywhere. I had some really bad times in my life where I had nothing but that map. And I took it with me, and I drew, and I planned, and I thought. And then we got to high school, and that game kind of tapered out. I don't even know where that map is anymore. But a lot of those ideas found their way into my later work, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean, I've always kind of been that guy. Like, I was always the creative kid. I just, you know, I was never really good at art, and I was never really good at, like, anything that could produce a product, right? It was just tons and tons and tons of dead ends. And it's not that we didn't have fun. We had a lot of fun. But it rarely ever amounted to anything. And I wish it had sometimes. I wish that at least one of those plans I'd had actually amounted to something. I'm sure they will eventually. It's just, I guess I'm still feeling the effects of kind of being trapped, not really having the capacity to work on the stuff I want to work on. Oh, hey, what's going on, Green? You finished Amnesia? How was the ending? Was it just horribly obtuse the entire time, or did it kind of go back to being good? Was meh? I know the game overall was really good, so that sucks to hear, but at least it wasn't, like, terrible. Goddamn, welcome. Hello. How you doing on this Friday after Eve? I'm surprised that I managed to do this, but I got the GMTK Jam Pack VOD uploaded, and it has a thumbnail and everything, and it's on my VOD channel, and it's public, which is cool. I really still want to do highlights. It's going to be a long time before I actually can either afford an editor or can do them myself, but I've been trying to do my due diligence with the VODs, because that's pretty easy to do overall. It'd be nice when I can, like, start, like, I know it's wishful thinking, but I'd love to be able to actually be a content creator, you know? Like, everyone kind of has that wish, but in my case, it's like, I want to have the funding to do the things I'm interested in, because I know people are entertained by them. I just can't, not in, well, you know, I hate that term, but no, not an influencer. Just, like, I want to be able to pursue my passions in a way that I can pay my bills, right? And I know it's a lot of work, and it's really demanding, and you don't always get to do exactly what you want as a content creator, as an influencer, or whatever, but I feel like my interests so heavily align with content that people find interesting, and I just don't have the time or budget to pursue it. I wonder what life would be like if I did. But, you know, there's only so much you can wonder about. You take the hand you're given. And, you know, I don't mean that in sort of the, you know, sit down, lie down, and take it kind of way. It's just like, if I want something to change, right, I got to enact that. Sometimes it's not so easy as it seems to me. Just wish I wasn't so damn tired all the time. But I wouldn't give for just a ton of time to just sit down and work on the stuff that I actually want to do. God knows if I'd actually do it. What the fuck am I doing? That ball goes so much slower than the other ones. Like, I've gotten really close with this one before, so it's not like I'm despairing over it or anything, but it is rough. Okay. Put down ideas for how your language will sound. The basic set of constants has shifted. Yeah, this is some very psycholinguistic stuff. Hey, Junior. How's it going? Damn, that was really underwhelming. Yeah, that is some psycholinguistic shit. Well, it's more so oh god, what's the word? There's a word for that. Spoken language in particular. I think you mentioned it earlier. Tom Scott talked about it. Watching you on the iMac? Hell yeah, dude. Okay, I need to find a better approach angle for these because that is not it. Added k or d or d removed oof. Nice. Now the real trick is here, I assume this is a human language because otherwise you'd be able to make sounds that our mouths can't make. And then things would be interesting. Thinking about like Gino's true name. I've been playing Super Luigi RPG, Will's ROM hack lately, testing it for him. And so I got to see the line where Gino's like, my true name is, and then it's like a bunch of symbols. But that's hard to pronounce. So you can call me Gino. You don't know how to use F. My condolences. I already have a word. Wait. Kthila. ST. Oh god, my brain hurts trying to pronounce that. Pronounce it in the Discord. I mean, if you insist. Damn it. Or we can do the funny thing where I keep saying the wrong word again, because I like that game. Kishil. SHTH. It's like a S sound in my brain. It's like Cthulhu. Pistia. I really am not super thrilled at any of my current strategies. IPA. It's in cafe chat. That's not my server. Castile. I can't make that out. It's incredibly quiet. Castile. What? Castile. Okay, so the A is silent. That is a smart way to test that. Schnoppet. Oh! The A isn't silent, it was just quiet? Okay. Not 100% if you're even using it. I mean, like, the problem you're gonna start running into is, like, how are you planning to do, like, roots and, like, building words from blocks, right? Like, how are you planning to, if you really want to make a good, thorough language, how are you planning to approach etymology? Because, like, it's super different between languages. Sometimes you end up analytically, okay. I mean, that makes sense, but, like, be careful not to run into any roadblocks if you run out of pronunciations or sounds. Like, I mean, as Tom Scott talked about, there's a limited amount of them. The last thing you want is for some really basic words to have incredibly long pronunciations or spellings because there just wasn't enough room for them in the, like, short word category. Because, I mean, it's one thing to do it analytically, but it more sounds like you're doing it retroactively, and, I mean, as we've discussed, that can work for, like, overarching lore stuff, but I don't know how well it would fit, like, an authentic language model, due to the breadth and scope and rigidity of the rules. I think you'd have to do a lot to diversify it from basically any known language to be able to do it purely, in hindsight. The grammar works analytically. Oh? Do go on. This level makes me want to scree. And scree I will. I'm just gonna do this because it's more interesting. I legitimately don't think it matters at all what ball I'm using here. Like, it's an utter crapshoot. Yippee! Triple score! Except it's probably not going to matter. Aren't glued onto the roots like in Finnish, nor do the roots have changing endings like in Latin. I see. Makes sense. I do think that my understanding of language from a structural standpoint is probably somewhat limited. So I may not be thinking outside of the box enough. That's something I've come to face a lot lately. The, what's the word? The colonizer's mindset. Which might sound bizarre when I put it like that, but I mean, I've spoken to a bunch of First Nations game developers, right? And their approach to things is dramatically different, and while I do think that they assume some things on my behalf that I would rather they didn't, I also think that my understanding of how to approach games is inherently more antagonistic due to the environment I grew up in. And it's had me second guess my my love for myths and monsters. That sucks. Could've got a lot of points off of that. You know, there's a place for everything, but I've started to, I think as a result of some of those conversations, really adore games that don't involve kill the monster stuff. I still like it, but I feel less strongly, purely inclined towards that sort of thing. Less unquestioningly inclined towards it. If I'm going to have something with swords and magic and fighting, there needs to be a reason to explore that, rather than just for fun, for me, I think. That's something. Having some of the grammar words really simple pronunciations and less syllables. I mean, yeah, that's a good way of going about it. Probably to start. Like, nah, for marking the genitive case. The other thing I've noticed is that there's a lot of words that have evolved into proper words, but began as some sort of slang. And so I wonder if there'd be a way to include some of that sort of degeneration further down in the process. Like, be able to explain how some words may have originated from other words as a result of slang. I can't think of examples off the top of my head because I have to be in a very specific mood to wiki dive etymology. When I do, I'm usually there for a while. I did that with like first and second and stuff for a while, and there was some really cool sort of word lore about that stuff. I genuinely feel like I am making no skillful progress. Absolutely none. There's just too many moving parts. Triple. Is that going to mean anything? Probably not. In the past few days, you've started working on grammar. That's cool. Wowie zowie, fuck. There just, like, isn't really a way to do this, because this stage either pushes your ball to the sides of the stage, or it pushes it directly into the fucking center, where there are now no pegs left for it to do anything with. Or to overall how Khalir how they are constructed, just so they have a nice aesthetic to how they sound. That's always nice, is making the language structure fit the type of environment you're in. God damn. Please don't give me flower power. Outline for how long a syllable could be was consonant, 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 vowel, consonant, consonant. Haven't made many words. Your Y used to have a max syllable. I mean, yeah, that's kind of a sometimes Y situation, though, right? Just because there aren't many, or that they're not used often, doesn't mean that there shouldn't be any. I kind of like it that way. About how that max syllable can come about. Yeah, I guess so. Wait, did I get super guide? Oh, gross. The best ability. Oh yeah, it's Peggle time. How's it going, bozo? Captain? This level is agonizingly painful. It is so shit. It's not as bad as the Portal one, but it's pretty fucking terrible. I will say that. It just has an exorbitant amount of pegs. And they all move at a wonderful pace. Watching all of these streams at once. All of them? Like, what do you mean? Like Foxons and Marks and stuff? That makes sense. I mean, mine's a little less high maintenance compared to, like, TTT or... what the fuck is Mark playing? Ironmon. The sound is off for all but mine. I mean, I can understand for TTT because you're gonna hear a billion fucking people. Surprised you would have it off for Marks. Though I am flattered that you've chosen to spend your ear time with me. Mark, Martzy, Sable, and myself. Okay, I have no idea what Martzy or Sable are currently playing because I didn't look. They sound different enough to differentiate. Alright, that's good. It's good to know I don't have a voice doppelganger in Sob. God, I've always been weirdly self-conscious about my voice. And I don't know why, necessarily. I think maybe everyone hates hearing the sound of their own voice. Like, I love hearing the sound of my own voice. But I also hate it, you know? Like, how do I put it? I talk to myself a lot, I always have. So I'm very used to doing this kind of shit on stream. But it's one of those things where I don't, like, if I'm ever like, did I just say that? It's because I'm completely on autopilot. Like, there's a part of my brain right now, sludge content. Amazing. There's a part of my brain that's like, did I say that? And I say that because I'm literally like not, there's another part of my brain that isn't that part that just said that thing, that is doing other shit at the same time. And it's on its own, and that's the one that's self-conscious about that shit. It's like some Freudian fucking ego and id shit. Like, it's wild. Oh, the world's shittiest magic hat, thank you. Yeah, I used to talk to myself a lot more often when I was young. I mean, more so because I had no one to talk to. Nowadays, if I really want to talk to someone, I can either stream or I can, like, message someone, or I can, like, see my roommates or call my family. But but there was a time in my life where I was very, very, very alone. And so I talked to myself all the fucking time. And it was quite productive, and I still do it if I ever really need to get creative work done, because, like, if I'm ever trying to, like, get lore details written, I will rubber ducky with myself. I will literally, like, explain it to me, and I don't feel comfortable writing it in as canon until I have verbatim said it. And it's like, I know the things that I'm going to say before I say them, but I have to hear them. And it's like someone else talking to me. Like, it's fucking weird, man. Like, I'm compelled to speak, but to myself. And I know what I'm going to say, but I still want to hear it. Wild. This, of course, isn't to talk about, and this is getting real out there, fucking out-of-body experiences that I have sometimes, which are super fun. They usually happen if I stand up too fast. I have orthostatic hypotension, I think is what the doctor called it. Basically, because I'm tall and thin, if I stand up too fast, I get a head rush. The thing is that sometimes if I don't have anything to drink or eat, those head rushes are so bad that I will, like, black out for a moment, and depending on how that happens, I can completely lose my sense of self for a moment, and it's fucking weird. It is literally part of my brain shutting down and being like, goodbye, and then booting back up, and I have to, like, reorient myself as to, like, where I am and where I'm standing and what's going on. It hasn't been really bad in years, but sometimes it used to be absolutely fucking horrifying. It would last for, well, it was always an indeterminate amount of time, because, like, when I'm blacked out like that, I have no idea what's going on around me. But still, it would last for much longer in the past. Responses are heard by a different part of it. Again, this goes back to the ego and id shit. Like, I know that Freud was a fraud. Like, he was an actual, like, insane sham. But the observations he had about stuff like that do carry some interpretive weight. That there's, like, different parts of the brain that are doing that kind of shit. 6'3" lifestyle, that's rough. Yeah, I'm 6 foot. It is not good on my spine, I will say that. I have a terrible hunch. It is just more comfortable to stand that way. Yeah, I do remember one time my sister, who is was training to be a nurse at the time, is a nurse, or will soon be a nurse, saw me doing that and noticed that I was, like, actually seizing, and that was wild. But I don't think I've ever been in any actual danger from it. The doctor said that it's not dangerous either. I just need to have fluid, people to keep an eye on me. I'm standing or sitting down for a long time. I don't think that matters at all. .54 moment. You're fucking lucky. You know how much shit I could get away with if I was 5'4"? That sounded way worse than I intended for it to. But, like, look, I'm always open about this kind of stuff. I'll lament this, right? I have always kind of wished I had a more androgynous body type. That's just kind of the way I am. I like to wear a lot of stuff and express myself. The problem is, there's not a lot of clothing that fits my body type that isn't, like, stereotypical men's clothing. And so I end up wearing a lot of t-shirts and khakis and boring shit that I hate. And it's rare that I find an outfit I like that I feel fits my body well. I do wish that I could sort of pass more, so to speak. Which I suppose is sort of topical for you, Thorn. Not to, you know, not to bring that up in anything but a good way. Yes, I completely agree. You know, like, the pockets are nice, and I will forever feel bad for women not having pockets in a lot of their clothing, but that is getting better. Like, a lot of people are making women's clothing that is stylish with pockets, but, like, men don't really get the same treatment. Like, they don't get a lot of the alternative clothing styles that women do, and that's a lot harder to solve than just put pockets in the fucking clothing. Like, there's a lot of societal expectations for men that are a lot, like, harsher than I would say for women when it comes to that kind of stuff. And again, this isn't like a pissing contest. I know that women overall have it far worse than men in so many ways, but that's not gonna stop me from, you know, lamenting the things I lament on my stream at 10 p.m. on a Friday night. I gotta make content somehow, you know? Simply destroy the patriarchy? Oh god, we're that easy. Like, I don't even think destroying the patriarchy would fix the problem that I'm discussing. I think it would fix a lot of other problems. I don't think it would fix this specific problem. I think that the normativity shit is so ingrained that it goes far beyond just the patriarchy. It's like, how do you even begin with that? It might be. I do agree that destroy the patriarchy is a good idea. Not blindly, of course, because I'm never one to advocate for mindless destruction. But I do think it's tough, right? It's one of those things where, like, I wouldn't expect anyone to understand that, like, grew up in the world we grew up in, right? Like, people just from a young age are just embroiled in such a different life due to social media, due to just everything, influencers. Honestly, I think social media is probably more to blame for the current normativity standards than anything else is. I think you'd have to wait for another entire generation of people. I think maybe it'll take people our age raising kids for things to get a little better, but I feel like every generation says that. And in some ways they're right, and in some ways they're wrong. I feel like such a doomer saying this, but I don't really have a lot of faith in the generation that was raised by the millennials, or is being raised by the millennials. I mean, even just a lot of the memes that I see on, like, Instagram or whatever that are joking, like, they're made by millennials joking about, like, Gen Z being, like, fucking insane, and there's a lot of, like, corporate doom posting I've noticed has been taken up in the last few years, as a lot of the, like, oldest guard of Gen Z and a lot of the, like, millennial gen are now just, like, working office jobs. Where, I don't know, it's like, something feels wrong. Yeah, no, I'm the same way, honestly, when it comes to that sort of thing. Just help who I can. Talk and Fox to the server to people who I can talk to there, and help people that I'm teaching at university, and hopefully help people with my streams and with my work, but, you know, I never claimed to be able to be some sort of messiah. Never claimed to be able to save the world or anything. Doesn't mean I won't try, but, you know, Fight the battles you can. I've said this a couple times on stream, like, I knew long ago I was never going to be a doctor, I was never going to be a lawyer, I was never going to be a politician, even though my parents would joke, oh, you should do those things, you're so smart, you know, it's such a waste that you want to go into the arts when you could do so many amazing things with your life. And I said, I wouldn't be happy. And, like, I knew that I was going to the arts, and I said, I can't be any of those things, but maybe I can inspire someone who will be one of those things, or all of those things somehow. I look at the media that inspired me, right? And I think about what that could have done in the hands of not necessarily someone more capable, but in the hands of someone with a different background and different motivations. And that's where I try and emulate stuff. You know, as much as people say Persona 5's overrated, it came out at a time in my life where I really needed to hear that, you know, authority can be cruel. And it drastically changed the way I stood up for myself. 34-year-old, you have faith in the Zoomers, does not represent them well. Like, 18 to 20... That's the thing, though. Like, is 18 to 20 what we're considering Zoomers? Because I have a lot more faith in maybe them than, like, the current, like, 13-year-olds is where I'm starting to really worry about, is, like, how heavily social media is affecting young teens right now. God, I'm technically Gen Z, right? Which I believe is Zoomer. Like, how do I put it? I am technically a Zoomer, but I feel weird calling myself that because I grew up in an area where I was with my older siblings and I was with a lot of older crowds, and I had tech that was behind the times and stuff, so I feel a lot older than I am. That's why I feel like I, like, get on well with, like, Foxen and Mark and stuff, because they're going in their 30s. 18 to 20 is Gen Z. Gen Alpha. Okay, then it's Gen Alpha I'm more concerned with. Gen Z seems to have kind of barely got out unscathed and is doing well. I mean, the jokes with Gen Z are kind of the same jokes the millennials had, which is about, like, repressed trauma and shit. Just Gen Z seems to handle it better. And when I say better, I mean they don't take it out on everyone else. Which is not a jab at millennials, it's just I feel like there's a lot of sort of resignation and bitterness now that these people are in their 30s. A lot less, I see a lot less hope from millennial gen. Getting old. I hate this. I hate that I'm 23, and that sounds young as shit to you. But God, I don't feel like time and age and all that shit just have no meaning anymore, right? My grandparents are going on, you know, 80, probably almost 90 now. Like, I haven't I'm not at the age yet where I've really started to experience, like, family death. And I don't know how I'm gonna handle it. Normally I'm surprisingly just kind of numb to those things, but I don't know how I'd handle it with my grandparents, you know? I'd like to have your optimism, and honestly, I probably should have your optimism. I think the reason that I lack it is because I'm so out of touch, right? I've been trapped in my room, I've been trapped in my home office for so long. I'm not seeing the new generation as much, right? I'm teaching some of them, and when I do, I see that amazingness in them. But it's been quite a while since I've actually had the opportunity to do that, like a number of months. I just feel like the world exists without me. Fuck, dude. Shit ass ability. Garbage. Fucking doo-doo ass. Get that shit away from me. Am I even gonna finish this level tonight? Because this feels impossible. Like, there's no slides, there's no nothing. You can't fucking do shit with this. I need to change my strategy. I guess the main reason that I'm like, yeah, I don't have faith in the new generation is because I barely had faith in my own goddamn generation. If that. I barely knew anyone in my own goddamn generation. Like, I'm the last person to say that I represent anyone. That was a good noise. Considering how detached I was from the whole ass world. It's funny, I think about all the people I knew in high school. You know, at the time, that was my whole world. And I think about the grandiose sort of visions of the future I had at that time, that I still in some ways have, but I think about the horrible methods in which I approached it back then, and some people that I thought were genuinely really fucking cool and still do, that I'd have no way of knowing how to talk to again, that I have no real reason to talk to again, because they're probably not even remotely the same people they were, and I'm not even remotely the same person I was. I don't know. I was a complete fucking loser in high school, and it wasn't really my fault in a lot of ways because of what I was going through, but you know, I thought about some people that I spent a lot of time with back then, and I wish I had the opportunity to thank them. I have occasionally thanked some of them. I got in touch with a couple people over Instagram that I had known back in high school and thanked them for, you know, hanging out with me, sticking up for me when shit was going really bad. But as for the rest of them, I have no idea what they're up to. I mean, feel free to talk about it if you want. I don't know how much you know about what I went through, but it was pretty fucking terrible. Something that happened to a really close friend from within your former friend circle is horrifying. I mean, I'm sorry to hear about whatever that is. Sounds horrifying. Bomb threats, kids got shot and killed. Fuck, okay, well, I didn't have to deal with any of that. That's fucking horrible. Yeah, we never had anything like that. It was kind of a rich white kid neighborhood, if I'm being honest. Of course, I gave those rich white kids a lot more spare time with which to do petty, horrible, shitty things to mentally ill children. That was pretty cool. The best. Seems pretty normal as far as you're worried. Lots of fighting. Think kids are gonna fight no matter what. Yeah, that'll always happen. Kids are fucking assholes. Much as I, you know, rescind my previous statements about not having faith. Kids are assholes. Your friend, before she came out as lesbian, was dating this guy you used to be friends with because they were an asshole. I mean, sounds like an asshole, yeah. Feels bad to be the guy who was dating someone that came out as lesbian, though. I have been there. It is not a good feeling. Which, like, it's never your fault, right? That's the way people are. But you always wonder if you fucked something up so bad in the back of your mind. Zam. Alright, well, I'm getting good at fireball tech, I guess. He basically assaulted her, and then once she broke up with him, he turned all of his friends against her. Yeah, that sounds a little bit familiar to me. You know, it wasn't a romance thing. Well, at least from my perspective, it was not. Though some moderately homosexual comments were made at a time which I was better friends with said person. But yeah, I was assaulted numerous times by someone who I was friends with. To other close friends of hers, he made it seem like she dumped him. Yeah, horrible. Manipulation. Fucking hate that shit. It is what got pulled on me. I had an awful manipulative asshole basically gaslight a bunch of people and teachers into thinking that I was like instigating these things. Meanwhile, this guy would like follow behind me in the halls, like kick my feet out from under me. Jill tried to PDA with her after she broke up. Kids are assholes. Sounds like some guy with a really, really bad case of horny. That just did not know how to fucking act like a human being. And horribly destroyed every relationship he had over some horrible delusion. Really sad. Makes you wonder what's going on in those people's lives to make them go to that fucking length. Yeah. No, I nearly switched schools. It was every day. It was non-stop. Well, fuck all of those people. I don't have much to say other than fuck all of those people. They deserve each other. If they were so easily fooled... I know it's more complicated than that, but they've had more than enough time to know the truth by now. My mind, if you're a bystander, you're just as bad. If you say you're trying not to play favorites or trying not to play sides and you pull some of that shit, go fuck yourself. People told she was a vulture? That's really fucking sad. I've had people say that about people I care about before, who have been nothing but the world to me. And, you know, maybe they weren't that way with other people. Maybe there's shit I don't know. But don't appreciate shit like that being said about the people I care about, you know? Yeah, exactly my fucking point. It's the same thing with my situation there. Like, that's terrible. I hope she's doing alright. She has my absolute deepest condolences for having to put up with that kind of shit. That is really fucking sad. And I wish I hadn't gone through what I went through either. But the school system has a wonderful way of enabling that kind of behavior. It gets worse. Guy's current girlfriend. Again, they deserve one another. Who the fuck cares about his current girlfriend? Think she deserved it? Again, who the fuck cares what these losers think? Well, I say that. I know it's never that simple, but fuck all of those people. They can have whatever hollow happiness they want, and if they're able to, you know, do that and live on their own in their shitty little wonderland forever, that's great, as long as they stay away from me and the people I care about, you know? Like, that's just fucking petty and sad. The he said, she said thing is a little easier to deal with, but it still sucks. Especially, I mean, you're a little younger than I am. When it's a little closer to when it happened, it's a lot more sore. For me, it's like all that shit that was really terrible happened to me when I was like... I would say the years of my life that caused me the most trauma were probably from 12 to 18, with the majority of it taking place from the time I was 13 to the time I was 16. Love that noise for us. I think I need to hit the upper wall first when I do that, otherwise it just sucks. Tried to pay you for sex? Again, these people are fucking slime balls. Like, I'm sorry that you're forced to deal with that. Honestly, I really wish you lived in a better area. You didn't have to put up with this bullshit. Didn't have to put up with your asshole parents. Didn't have to put up with the horrible laws in your area. I just wish you were somewhere safer, better for you. Well, there's a longer story there to do with Thorn and what she's dealing with, but yeah. Well, I hope that you can approach that situation with a good deal more resilience, a good deal more forethought, a good deal more venomous, perhaps? No. Don't fight fire with fire, but... depends on who you decide to hang out with when you get out, finally. I mean, don't do that to yourself, honestly. I don't know who the fuck you would hang out with that you would want to put yourself through that. That anyone would make you choose or hang out with one of those people. Are they really, you know, a good friend if they're gonna put you through that? I had a lot of people that claimed they were my friends or claimed they were fine with me, and then they would enable the same horrible behavior that other people were doing. Aren't we a bunch of sad sacks? They simply don't know, then be honest with them. If push comes to shove, you gotta. Well, I mean, you don't gotta. I can't tell you what to do. But I think you should be honest with them. Yeah, I am happy to hear about your found family, Captain. Same kind of shit with me, honestly. I mean, we talked about this the last time. We're all to chill with you being trans. That may be true, and that is wonderful. And I'm not saying that they're a bad person. I'm just saying that you should let them know how you're feeling. Right? I know it would really suck to lose one of the few people that is okay with you being yourself. But are you really being yourself in that kind of situation? I understand, you know, beggars can't be choosers, and especially when you're so horribly closeted around your family. Maybe it's worth it to be able to have that type of euphoria in your life, but I do hope you're able to find a way to be honest with your friend. Yes? No, I hate those stupid wasted shots. Well, at least it's a change of pace. That sucks. Being honest, that one was a lost cause anyway. Yeah, I'll just ignore every green. What are you gonna get with all your points? I'm gonna buy a load of big fat nothing. How do you do that? Sometimes it just goes fucking flying, and other times it does nothing when I do that. This board does suck. This board is the worst. It is one of the worst ones. I fucking hate it. One person they used to hang out with high school, they might still hang out with. Fair. Fair enough. Love it how it just dumps it off the fucking side there. Funniest shit I've ever seen. That's awesome. That was the coolest bounce. Wowee. Some of your friends are friends with people you don't hold the best opinion of. Yeah, very true. As I said, I don't want to be the last arbiter of that sort of thing. I am not you. I can only speak to my own experiences. That's the last red. I don't want to flounder it, I say, and then immediately fucking miss several times in a row. Bueno. This board, dude. Fuck this board. It's so bad. Well, that sucked. You can tell I'm losing it. Love that. I love it when the pegs just... the ball just goes down the side of the goddamn screen. It's like, I don't feel like playing the game. We're just gonna go down here instead. Like, I need a better strategy for dealing with this fireball, because clearly what I'm doing is not working. Like, I know there's an angle to get an absolutely fucking insane shot with fireball, because I've gotten it a couple times. If I could do it consistently, I'd be in a really good spot. But I have no idea how to do it. It's like you go over top of it, and then you come back. And then the bucket hits it on the way back, on the rebound. And it goes up. But I have no fucking clue how to do that, and it's very difficult to practice. But, like, how in hell am I supposed to get all of this shit? Like, you hit, like, four pegs every time you go down. And occasionally you get lucky. It just sucks. Like, it's just so shit. Yeah, there's also like 100 pegs. I'm up here now. That did not do what I wanted. I was trying to hit it off the side, but I thought it would go up. Like, I am basically just turning my brain off and autoing through this so that I can reach a point where, like, I just am at the end and can just win. Like, I have turned into the monkey on the typewriter. The monkey is me. Just a monkey playing with his balls. That's what I am. Little monkey filler. No. No, I've had a couple levels like this. I just throw my head at the wall and eventually I win. Thing is, like, the red pegs really heavily determine how well I do, because they affect my chance of free ball. No, you fucking moron. You're gonna shoot your shot early, you're gonna splort all over the goddamn bucket like a goddamn... I mean, I'm stuck on the topic of a fucking troll. Yeah. Very funny. Not that I would have won, but, you know. A guy can dream. You see what I'm trying to do? It's not going to work. Nearly. There's just too many pegs. I'm gonna try this. The only reason I think this might be more helpful is because it leaves larger assortments of stuff intact. It's good, it's just not as many pegs cleared. From what I can tell. It's also a lot more heavily RNG dependent because it is based on where the peg is. One of the few skill shots I get to make here. Damn it. Alien Jones, so true. Yeah, he might be a good choice. He's also a little bit more fun because he's, like, kind of more interesting to use. Rather than trying to do the same shit every single run, I can do slightly different shit every single run. I will still probably use Cinder for, how did I have no momentum? For ones where the greens are not in a good position, like this one. Because that green's gonna hit literally nothing. No, I know, I just found what you called him funny. I mean, his name is Splork, I think, which is not much better. I'll try something. That did not work. I was like, what if I get a larger bounce? But that's not how the momentum works in this game. Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, that kind of describes, like, most of Peggle. It is literally, like, a pachinko game that was made to be marketable as shit. Look at this motherfucker. His name's Splork. I like Renfield. It's a good name. Claude is a good name. Most of these names are fine. Yeah, Splork is pretty rough. Shit. No, you bitch. Yeah, Jimmy Lightning's fucking sick. Don't you diss my boy. My home dog, Jimothy Lightning, even if multi-ball is actual trash. Oh, I've seen the disgusting Peggle 2 Jimmy with his fucking grill and like I get that they were trying to go for the like washed up Tony Hawk kind of character, but holy shit, he is vile. They made him an actual filthmonger in that game. Dude, they took him from Jimothy Lightning to fucking Jimbo Electric. He is an actual vile little creature. He looks like he's 30 and he acts like he's 15. So true. I feel like that applies to most people who are 30 in this day and age, though. Well, I say that. I shouldn't be talking shit about, like, Mark. Which is wild to me that Mark is 30. Mark is too pure. Mark looks like he's 25 and talks like he's 5. Like he's 10. I swear to God, that man has the joy of a small child opening up a new toy at Christmas. I envy that. I hate this level. It's fucking bad. This piece of shit Isaac. This trash Isaac. Like a cow. I hope you... like a cow on a trash farm. It's so bad, this fucking game. What the fuck? That ball just got course corrected. It was going up. Whoa, what the fuck is going on with the ball's physics? Ball's 3D. Crazy, bro. You wouldn't get it. You know, I read John Shock like 6 times and never said it, and then I looked at it the 7th time and read John Schlock, and I think that is so much funnier. It's lobster time? You're fucked up. You're a devious little fella. Fine, I will switch my class after this one. It is time for crab. Thinking about the return to crab tank top that I have. I love that. This song is not Karma Chameleon. Shut up. I don't even hear it. No, you might be correct. That doesn't mean you're right, but you might be correct. Oh my god, go in. That's not what I thought would happen. No. No, fuck. Carcinization time. No. There's a 50-50 chance this is either incredibly useful or absolutely fucking useless. Would have been useful there. That's right, we're gonna cheat. That's right, we're gonna cheat. This is fucked up. No. Why do you do such things? You're tearing me apart. We have in fact discovered a brand new method of cheating the system. Now for this to be completely and utterly useless. Yep. I am, however, attracted to the idea of using this funny crab. Your mission, if you choose to accept it. Thinking about John Schlock. I don't know why that's stuck in my head now. That is Jimmy Lightning's official name in my mind that has become canon. They call him the Schlocker. Schlock Jones? No, no, no. John the Schlock Jones. All as according to Kaikaku. We're cheating. I'm John the Slock Jones. My friends call me Jojo. Come on. Oh, dude. Ultra Nut. JK the Schlock Simmons. Dare I say it, gentlemen? We have struck gold. Gold, I say. Game is actually spoon-feeding me. And now to fuck it up. No. How? I'm free. Note how many balls I lost right at the end. Oh, thank God. I am finally on the last set of levels. John Schlock was our muse. And Cloud was our abuse. Shoutouts to John Schlock for this one. He's a real one. Let's get a round of John Schlock. I legitimately... This one seems a lot easier, but I never know. Because it has actual slides. It's not just, like, garbage. Like, look at that! Fuck! I've missed being able to do that. Claude's OP in that specific scenario where there's shit really close to the border. Clad. This Claude guy's a fucking monster. Oh my God. Look at him go. Fuck. Nice. What the fuck? Excuse me. Nice. Slides are for weenies. Zam. Cloud. Beautiful. I think I'm getting close with this one. Peggle is the dopamine factory. And my brain is the client. Man can dream that one day the bounces will line up and he won't just waste a million fucking shots on nothing. Too early. This is the same turn. Please. Damn. Want want. Yeah, this one's pretty unsalvageable. This one is not depressing. I completely agree. Because there's no moving parts, right? There's a lot less random bullshit to put up with. Whoa! Oh my god, the ball just got ejected. Yeah, including this one. This is not a I finish tonight thing, I think. Yikes. These last boards have definitely slowed to a crawl. You're close. This is very true. I was originally planning to do all the challenges, and I think I may end up just doing that, like, later, instead of having it take up my main series slot for potentially ever. It's not like I'm Fox and I don't stream full-time, and I've been kind of itching to play other stuff on stream. I do like this game a lot. I want it to stay that way. I didn't even think about that as an option. Please hit it. No. Oh, it is. It is a fun game to talk over. I totally agree. I just, like, I don't know, I've been doing a lot of work and stuff lately, and while Peggle is quite nice to talk over and it's relaxing, it's not very stimulating. I don't know, I've been wanting to play more unique stuff. I know I have my Wednesday segment for that, but, like, I want to dig into something that's, like, you know, maybe a 20-hour campaign, something I can get through in a couple weeks, maybe like Pikmin 2, finally. Been a long time since I've played Pikmin. Okay, I actually got a free ball this time. Pikmin would be fun? Yeah, I played Pikmin 1 on stream. It was one of the first games I ever played. On stream. But then I never played Pikmin 2, and, like, my roommate, who wasn't living with me when I played Pikmin 1, owns Pikmin 2 on GameCube, so I'd be playing on hardware. And that's always nice. I like playing on hardware where I can. Okay, I finally have fucking Flipper in a good spot now. It took a while. And I fucked it up. What am I doing? Why am I not... Choke artist. It's true. I may just be saying that to make myself feel better, but it's true. I do that in Isaac, honestly. Fucking hold R like 6 times. Actually, that is an understatement. It does feel nice. Come on, that's lame. This is the secret way. No, you fucking moron. You dumb little whore. Sorry, I'm referring to myself. Don't worry, Chad. That one wasn't for you. No. How's the pegging going? It's going. We're living. Told me you were living. It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. It's going good. I'm having a good time. I'm winning. was stuck on that level for like half an hour. Was not bad compared to the one before it, which sucked major dick. Which one came before? This one. It was bad. Dare I say, it might have almost been as bad as that one. And check my Discord, I have a buddy coming over tomorrow. I have no idea what time he's gonna get here. Oh, this level looks like an actual treat. It also looks like Claude is not good. I'm fine with anything that doesn't have moving pegs or fucking portals. No. That's upsetting. Hat. That's what I wanted, baby. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, that's why I chose him. Blast him. Fuck. Not quite as good, but still good. Nice. Hat. This level has a little bit more nuance than it appears to, due to the stark angle at which everything bounces. It's both incredibly predictable and incredibly unpredictable. This is not helped by the fact that I am using an RNG-dependent ability. Sure has. But I need to go to bed. Nice hat. Not hat. Alright, I'm in a fuck shit up mood. I like to think about the start of that theme as just like the Ultra Instinct Goku, like whip. Please. You motherfucker. Yep, just hit everything except that peg. I think this may be my last attempt as we are nearing midnight, so let's make it a good one. Shit. All right. Well, we got 4 levels left. We're getting fucking close, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do all of those. At least not for the time being. But I do want to at least finish the 100% run I'm doing. What the fuck is that guide? Is that The Rock, but with Stephanie's haircut from Lazy Town? I don't think that's The Rock. That is a large, muscular fella. Wait, no. WASD, no. No. Nope. Okay. Well, I've had enough. I'm going to bed. And I hope y'all do that. Or at least go watch whoever I'm about to raid. Because that would also be pretty cool if you did that. If you went and go watch Martsy's doing art? Yeah, I'll raid Martsy. That seems like a good idea. Wonderful to chat with y'all. Catch you on the flip side. I'll definitely be back Monday. Might be back sooner. You too. Cheers.